Welcome to Museum Holic. I'm your host, Ann Pasek, and today we are going to have a real talk. This is another episode in my Museum Holic content. Real talk, which means I give my opinion and my thoughts. You know what I mean? Thoughts about the Grand Egyptian Museum. And of course, this is the biggest museum currently that is building in Egypt, and what is my thought about it. Let's begin with real talk. For lovers of ancient Egypt, the opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum is well worth waiting for. The $1 billion beauty houses the artifacts have collected from the tomb of King Tutankhamun by Howard Carter in 1922, as well as other unseen treasure. What will happen to the Egyptian Museum or the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities? Is it gonna be closed or replaced? Unfortunately, the Grand Egyptian Museum will be another extension of another enormous collection of artifacts of Egyptian history. Why build this new museum? My thought about it is the land is bigger than the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities. The Grand Egyptian Museum, this newly constructed museum that is opening soon, is gigantic. And of course, it's outside Cairo, which is gonna be not busy in terms of the traffic. But most of all, it's the building itself. It's a new state-of-the-art building. Another important message I want to point out: so many artifacts in Egypt are in different museums. Well, that means Grand Egyptian Museum will be a resting place of those artifacts that all over the world, especially Queen Nefertiti. And as you may know, this is a continuous contention between Egypt and Germany. I know this may sound controversial, but I want to leave those questions for you to ponder on while for the next real talk about Queen Nefertiti going back to Egypt. Please check some links on the description below, which I reviewed everything and worth exploring. The live stream full coverage April 3, 2021, the Pharaoh's Golden Parade, and the full documentary about Japan and Egypt collaboration for Grand Egyptian Museum, and the Grand Egyptian Museum website, which enable you to have current updates of building, construction, and process.